Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys, episode 130 something. 133. Wait, I just posted one episode today, so I should know. This episode is called "Welcome to the Metaverse," because we're gonna start exclusively posting all episodes as NFTs.
Are you? Oh, I thought you were making us 3D right now.
We could get some like Xbox. Remember the old Xbox? What are those called? The Xbox
Connect.
The Xbox Connect 360 cameras. We could get a room full of those, and then just 3D. That will be the next biggest thing.
Dude, my mom and her crew uses those to hunt ghosts.
Those are like
ghosts can't hide from the Connect.
They can't.
No, they can't. The Connect senses ghosts.
It's like a crazy good webcam. It's just not because it like has infrared bullshit and lasers and all kinds of stuff. Are you excited for the Metaverse?
No.
Do you think it's gonna happen? Do you think it's gonna
describe to me what it is?
It's a bunch of companies trying to get their VR and their 3D space working first to be like, because there's a lot of ideas. Did you ever? I guess Ready Player One is like an example of it. I never saw it or read that.
No, I didn't
Reddit
either.
tier book. I don't associate myself with anything Disney or all that. But I think the Metaverse is just like a kind of like a space you hang out where it's like, oh, instead of hanging out in this room on a couch, me and you will have VR goggles and hanging out in our room in a virtual couch, and then you'll go to your job, your virtual job, and sit at a virtual desk, so your virtual manager can virtually micromanage you, and you get to eat virtual lunch, and then you could
virtually sexually harass people.
If you accidentally clip into your coworker, you'll get virtually. You have to go visit virtual HR and. I don't know, get banned. Maybe they'll make your avatar in the Metaverse shorter for. I don't know. They'll put horse blinders on you, reduce your FOV so you don't get to see as much.
Oh, they'll reverse your controls for the day.
Yeah,
so it's inverted. Oh, I hate that Mario Party game.
They'll put like a blur, like a Sims blur pixelated filter on your coworker that you've harassed.
Yeah,
so you don't get to ogle her. I do think the Metaverse is going to take off. And I know it seems stupid to you listening right now, to Shayne, to everyone. Here's why. I've thought about this, and this is how the Metaverse is going to work. So, a big thing in the Metaverse is going to be people's avatars, right? Which is just like, I don't know, I'm me, but I got like a robot head, and maybe I shoot fire out of my eyes, something cool. I got like a samurai sword on my back. That's like a me type of guy in the Metaverse.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, maybe I may. And here's what I think. I think just like average, pretty hot women, but not like hot, just like almost there. Like I'm going to say, for the sake of argument, like a 6. A woman who is a 6 is going to use the Metaverse and use all the facial tuning stuff to make herself hotter. Because this is how Snapchat went down. Everyone's like, why the fuck would we use Snapchat? There's so many. There's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's everything. But Snapchat was the first thing to have all the filters like that were built into the app, remember?
Sure.
And so all these people, and men will do this too, but I'm thinking average people will go, not even like average people, but like people who have something but want to get that little extra boost, will go into the Metaverse, scan themselves in, make their tits a little bigger, make them a little less fat, and they'll be the first people posting like, look how hot I am in the Metaverse. This is how I look in real life too. I don't know why I'm here. And so those people will be the first people. Then the second group is the most important group that will make the Metaverse succeed, is horny, lonely dudes who are like, oh my God, look at this girl. She's so hot in the Metaverse, and she's saying that that's how she looks in real life. I believe her. Here's money. They give them money. That's to user, and the ecosystem will thrive off of what basically social media does now, but in 3D.
I was like, you're just describing the internet.
Yeah.
You're just describing the internet. But VR chat already exists.
Yeah, but I'm saying a lot of people are like, the metaverse, who would want to be into it? That's how it's going to happen. The exact same way everything else has happened.
I don't think that
That's
will
why
happen.
Back in
I think
caveman days,
people will just go on Chatterbait.
Back in caveman days, people were like, look at that ugg girl, ooga booga, like, and then she's like, look, I put bug juice on my face and it makes me rosier. She's like, whoa, she's hotter. she put some weird dark stuff around her face and now she's hotter.
But why wouldn't you just go on Twitch or Chatterbait or OnlyFans instead of the Metaverse?
Because it's gonna be. Have you ever looked at 3D boobs on a headset? It hits you in your core.
I don't.
It's scary.
I think that this is a personal. I think this is your Mac dad mode activating.
No, I am in dad mode. I'm warning you. I'm talking to all my children right now. Stay away from the metaverse. It's not real. Go touch real boobs. Go jack off in real life and feel bad about it. Because the metaverse, think of how big your cums will be in the metaverse. Think about how.
Have you ever jacked off? You jacked off with the bad 3D goggles, but still, you said it was different.
So I jacked off with. This is like they had Google Cardboard, which is like, hey, you're fucking poor, you can't afford things, but if you have a spare, I didn't even have a spare.
For those of you who don't know, it's
well, I'm explaining it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's the Google Cardboard was a thing you could order from Google, which was like $10, and it came with 2 lenses and a cardboard thing that you'd fold up. And you would slide your phone in, and your phone would display 2 shitty images, and it'd make it 3D. It was like the gyroscope in your phone you could look around.
For those of you who want a better explanation, it is a cardboard headset you put your phone in that tries to recreate
VR. It does it really well. Just at a terrible resolution.
It was wild. It looks so stupid. It's literally just a guy who's got his phone into a cardboard. It looks like you made it yourself.
Yeah, well, you do. They just send it to you.
Yeah, true. You do make it yourself.
And so I was like, all right, what's the...
It looked like you invented it.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I was like, wow, Mac invented VR.
But I was like, let's check out one of these VR pornos. Not even one that you look around in, just one that is filmed with a 3D camera.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there with the goggles on, and it plugs into your lizard brain. So when people are like, how do old people fall... Like when you see an old person playing the one VR game and they fall forward because they think they just fall over. They fall into the TV. Like, how do you lose?
Oh, yeah.
Like, how do you lose yourself? Oh, they're so stupid. How do you forget that you're wearing VR? Look at VR porn and you will forget where you are. You'll start jacking off in your office. Just like, oh my God, I thought I was there.
The immersion.
The immersion is upped, but I think it's also your brain. You know how you feel less pain when you're having sex and you feel less gross out? Your brain is just like, oh, there's a 3D woman in front of me. So I must not be wearing VR goggles right now. This must be real. It's your lizard brain playing tricks on you. So beware of the metaverse. Don't even try it. Stay away.
I definitely won't be going near it. I didn't do VR chat at all, so VR chat gave us a lot of good memes.
I mean, what
people still love it. I mean, it has
Knuckles.
Hundreds of thousands of people that are in it all the time.
No, it's gonna take over. I'm just saying, people who are saying I'm going to be a Luddite, I'm gonna be walking around with a sign over outside, banging ringing a bell saying "Stay away from VR. It's bad for you." I'm just one crazy hair all by myself. Seem like a crazy person on the subway, holding a Bible, probably reading from the Bible, figuring out where the Bible says it's against VR.
Fucking
stay away.
That is your future.
No, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. I was gonna say you either are going to go full cyborg or you're gonna go full fucking nature warrior. I think that you'll go cyborg. I think you say you're going to be a Luddite, but I think you're going to drink the Kool-Aid.
I think I want to sit in my cabin in the woods, jacking off to my VR stuff, never be bothered again.
Just that's as far as you get.
Yeah,
you're just the one compromise.
I'm I'm good.
You're gonna have your hippy dippy fairy queen wife that like wants to live in the woods and like cook you and recover the eggs every morning.
I'm gonna have a computer wife. Just like Plankton and SpongeBob. She'll be perfect in every way.
Oh, dude. I mean, yeah. Okay.
So, are you excited? Are you excited for the future?
Curious about how the metaverse is going to go. I'm also skeptical. I think are we talking about the metaverse as a concept or as a thing? I just think that eventually more content will just be available to you in the like you'll just go on OnlyFans and then someone will have like, you know, like some kind of like 4-point camera system, and then you'll be able to just like be in the room with them.
Yeah.
And they won't be able to see you or whatever, but you'll be able to just like walk around in their room and look from any angle and just enjoy. It'll be like you're there. And then, that'll be hotter, I guess, you know?
And then I'm going to be frozen in ice for my time crimes. And then when I'm unthawed in the year 2180, I don't know when does Demolition Man take place. I'll meet Sandra Bullock's daughter, and she'll be like, "We have VR sex in the future." I'll be like, "No way, baby. This is how we do it, old school style."
Oh yeah, they don't do it because of dreams. Remember in that movie when they're having VR goggle sex, and he's about to come, and she's coming, and he's about to come, and he's like, "Oh, it's scary," and he pulls him off. It's like, "You pussy, just come."
No, it is
dude.
Scary.
No, dude,
you gotta have real life. You have to have disappointing real life sex,
dude.
It's the only way.
I still have never had a wet dream. It's fucking crazy.
You will in the metaverse,
dude.
If you should just fall. There was I think it was Mutahar. He's a YouTuber. He was he was playing Minecraft in VR and he fell asleep. And then he woke up, I think he was streaming it or whatever. And so he fell asleep in Minecraft and woke up, and he talks about it. It's very funny. It's like one of the most disorienting feelings he was talking about, just waking up in VR.
Oh no!
Being like, where the fuck am I? Because he was in the Minecraft world.
Dude, that's a nightmare for real, dude. You just wake up and you're just like, everything is blocks. Everything is blocks.
Because you think of when you first wake up, you're just like, well, everything I'm seeing is your brain accepts it but doesn't. It's very fucked up.
Do you think they're like going to be younger generation of kids who are all fucked up from all the cyber sex and Roblox they probably have?
They already are. Have you ever I mean, we're already fucked up from 90s internet.
Yeah, from AIM chat rooms and fucking whatever.
Have you when you were a child or a teenager, did you ever wake up drunk? Have you ever?
Yeah.
So imagine doing that, waking up in the metaverse. You're just like, what the fuck? It's one of the worst feelings.
Oh, it's terrible, dude. Especially as a 13-year-old child. Oh my god, the light just went out.
It's funny because it's it takes you a few. It's the socket. Don't worry about it. Don't.
Oh,
they can't see it on the.
I'm gonna die if I touch it, dude. If I got electrocuted live on the podcast, that'd be cool though.
That would be cool.
You know what I'm kind of afraid of?
What's up?
And not to get too gross here, but I'm afraid that if I get electrocuted, I'll come, and then I'll have to be into that.
Oh, to discover, you don't want to discover a fetish.
Yeah, but like a pain. What you're just like, that's not what we need.
There's a few things where I don't get into. I don't know. I think I've exposed myself to everything on the internet.
Yeah,
but I know people do not want to even open up certain things on the internet because they're like, no, what if I'm into it? And I'm I'm like, no, show me everything. And I've seen everything, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm normal.
Yeah, you're not even into anything, so you're like, it's a pretty safe bet that you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, that is true.
You're pretty it's your curse, but also your gift.
Yeah, I found a few things that I'm like, okay, this is a little cooler. I think nuns with guns, but I'm not like, I need it. I can't come without it.
Oh yeah.
There's a few things where I'm just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, sometimes I see drawings of anime women, and I'm like more into this than I think I should. Than is a pro. I'm embarrassed about how into it I am.
Women?
You know, and then I'm like, oh god, why am I into cartoon ladies?
Maybe that'll protect you against the metaverse, 3D, 4D women.
Yeah. I'm like, no,
too many dimensions.
Yeah, dude, fucking hentai babes with thighs only.
Maybe
dude.
What about when 3D hentai becomes a thing?
And it already is a thing, I think.
Yeah, it definitely is. I haven't actually.
I haven't looked into it, but I'm sure it's just ridiculous.
VR hentai.
Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, I mean, you see like the really well. Have you ever, dude? 3D animation's getting so good that like fans make the craziest animations.
Yeah.
I've seen like fan-made hentai that's like insane, and then they're like, yeah, it's just one guy. Can you imagine if that was? How do you explain that to like someone you care about? That's like your passion project. Yeah, I like to make stuff for other dudes to jerk off to.
I feel like
Or
if you are making enough money, you don't have to explain it.
True.
Like how I feel like you and I don't even have to. I can feel women sometimes they'll be like, so you don't have a job? And I'm like, yep, I just stay home and play video games. And they're like, and I can feel them wanting to be like, you're a bum, but I'm like, no, I make money.
Yeah.
I don't know what, you can't say anything. It's when you make money doing the fun thing you want to do, then it's, yeah, you're doing it.
Yeah.
So if you're, it's the people who are drawing hentai and making no money, which I don't know how you're doing that.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
There's so many people that are. There's so many artists we know that are like, oh, I'm struggling to make like ends meet this month, and it's just like, but this one guy is like, if I draw his OC, his original character, just getting fucked and coming on a bunch of other things, he's gonna pay me $2,000 for a bunch of drawings. But then I have to like talk to this weird guy and hear his weird, like, I'm part of the fantasy, because he has to be like, can you draw him with more sweat? Can you draw him hornier? Can you draw? You're just like, come on, man. Can you just not? That'd be.
I would need a third party to like be a buffer between me and the people who are like, I need my OC. He's half raccoon, half wolf. He's a wolf coon, and he fucks so hard. He has a bigger dick than normal. And here's the thing: when you draw the lady, she needs to be saying something that explains
something racist.
Yeah,
you're like, come on, man.
Oh no!
I need the money, but
why are the furries racist? And they go,
there's
that's
some
a part of it a lot.
Dude, there's a lot of racist furries.
Jesus Christ, what is going on?
It's very funny when you see like a furry in like an SS uniform.
Dude, you have to. No, you can't do two things. You got to pick one thing.
No, I think once you do one thing, it opens the door for more things.
No,
they just start compounding.
Do you think Nazis? Because like, there's not a lot. I mean, I know that we say there's too many for sure. One Nazi is too many Nazis.
Yeah.
But especially here in America, like, you know, there are Nazis, but like the hardcore, cartoonishly racist, like actual Nazis, there's not like.
Yeah, they're very rare.
They're rarer. So like, if you're a Nazi and you're like trying to be like, if you're an older Nazi and you're like, oh, good, the kids are into Nazism.
Oh,
fuck yeah! And then the kids are like, also, I do this, and they dress up as a furry. Do you just have to be like? Yeah, all right. Do you think Nazis are really progressive towards furries because they just need the numbers?
Because they're not racist against furries?
Yeah.
They're just like, no Jewish furries. just no black furries, no Jewish, no gay furries, which is funny because...
No squirrel furries, because squirrels like to save, and that's Jewish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they like to...
Yeah. I'm just putting my mind into the mind of a Nazi right now.
Another fun thing is there's like trans people who are Nazis.
That's wild. I see them on Twitter sometimes and I'm like,
yeah, you're
what?
Like, it's again too many things.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
It is.
What are you doing?
I do like when you have conflicting things. That is very interesting.
Yeah, where they're like, we want a new progressive Nazism.
I'm a gay trans furry Nazi.
Dude, that's real. I've seen that. And
you're going to see a lot more in the metaverse. Walking around normal. You're going to be walking down the metaverse street and you're like, what the fuck is that?
Just like, hey, hold on. Is that cat Hitler wearing an SS uniform? Yeah. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, man. Can't wait for the metaverse.
Dude, just going to see Hitler walking around. It's cat Hitler. Just fucking gay Hitler in his fucking rainbow SS uniform.
I'm going to be the guy using the free metaverse where I just scan in my body and they're like, hey, for 99 cents, you can get abs. I'm like, nah.
I'm good.
I don't care. I've already like recorded so many episodes of like the of this podcast where we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, people know how fat I am.
Dude, yeah, when we first started recording it, both of us were just kind of like not even giving a fuck and wearing our pajamas and shit. It's like, whatever, who fucking cares?
And now we still are.
Yeah, and we still are sometimes, honestly.
That's how you got to go into it.
Yeah, dude, you just got to not give a fuck. Who cares? I don't read the comments on any of it.
I read the comments.
I never read the comments because sometimes they're evil. You know what I've been getting?
What's
People who do that, they go, hey, you really helped me. You made like a difference in my life. Your comedy's huge.
Yeah, that's
like
nice.
I had a hard time, and then I go, hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate you telling me that. And they go, nah, that was a lie. You fucking suck. And they bait and switch me. So now I've been getting bait and switch.
You get
dude.
Nodded.
I got bait and switch. I was like, what the fuck?
Your comedy's so nice. Nah.
Hey, now that I got you here, you fucking suck. I'm like, oh no.
Dude, you got. I love a good.
It's so funny that like I don't care.
Yeah.
But like it happened like once or twice over the last 2 weeks, and I was like, oh god damn it.
So, do they ever break out the nod or the psych?
No, it would be funnier if they did.
Did you ever hear anyone in the 90s say Moted?
I remember it.
You remember Moted?
Yeah.
Moted. That's very. No one talks about saying Moted.
Yeah, dude, that was an old school.
That's like short for demoted, right?
Yeah.
Dude, we should bring it back. We're gonna start, instead of saying fail or owned. Because that's basically what it kind of means, right?
Yeah.
You go Moted.
Yeah.
And you have to say it in that tone.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Probably some weird 90s movie. There was also a thing where like everyone back in the day called, when you were like, oh, did you finish the game or did you beat the game? They used to call it conquering the game. Like everyone would say the word conquer. And it's like, wow, really serious about this. Dude, what else did people used to say back then? I don't know.
You got psych. I
still say that.
That one's pretty good. Old night. I mean, there's all the like. There's a lot of 80s ones. 90s were weird because it was kind of a transitionary.
Yeah. I also, dude, I've accidentally. Have you had any new words sneak into your vocabulary as an older adult?
Nope. My brain is shut off.
Dude, I locked in a new because of surfing. I accidentally have been locking in new words. And
those aren't new though.
No.
Those are 80s and 90s words that they still do use.
Well, I use the word stoked all the time, but now I accidentally used the word stoking, like I'm stoking, and I was like, well, there it is. I'm fucked.
That's an Amish word.
Yeah, and then
You're like, I'm stoking the fire.
And then they say psyching. I'm psyching right now.
What is psyching?
Psyching, like I'm psyching out, like I'm pumped. I'm stoked. I'm psyching.
Those aren't bad.
Dude, we're fucking psyching. And I said it unironic. Like I said it as a joke to someone I talk to a lot, and then I used it in real life in a conversation. I was like, well, oops, there it is. I joked about it too much, and now it's in my vocabulary, which is the thing me and my brother did where we called each other bro as a joke, and now it's like I'd never say his name. We just say bro to each other.
I think that's normal though.
Yeah, kind of.
Do you ever?
It started out as like, oh, what's up, bro? And now it's like a joke to make fun of one of our friends, and now we really are those people.
Because do you ever like bring out what is the one video that you get pitted? And
yeah, dude.
There's that one. The most new. I'm gonna really show my age. The newest term I've heard is cap.
Yeah,
People are like, it's the hip hop, or I guess not hip hop, but it's all the black teens are like that. No cap. They're for like, I'm not lying. And I'm like,
yeah.
Nah, I'm not learning that one.
Yeah,
I mean, I learned it, but I'm not using it.
Yeah.
It's a whole different. So I understand when someone says it, but I'm like, I'm not going to use that.
Yeah, sometimes you got to like sit one out.
It's not for me. It's not my style. Watch me start like saying it a year from now
as like a thing,
dude. No cap. See, that's how it all starts.
No, it is.
Is you're like, you ironically say it.
And then it sneaks into your vocabulary.
And then because you've been saying it with your buddies, like, what if we did say this? What if we did started saying Moted?
Yeah,
like as a joke, but then you say it for like a couple months, and you're
dude,
like,
I'm bringing Moted back. I'm doing it. Yeah, well, I'm gonna start using it, dude. Fucking Moted, dude.
Every time. Because we also have every now and then someone will from like our first 20 episodes will be like, man, check out these Fraggles, and I'm like,
oh yeah, that's right. We invented a slur.
So give a bunch of. We need some positive new terms.
Yeah, dude, we got to get positive in here.
We
a
got
lot of negativity, a lot of racial slurs
No,
we invented.
Fraggles is non-racial. It is just a slur.
Oh, it's just a slur. You're right.
It's just
not
a
a
slur.
racial slur. My bad, everybody.
That's why we invented Fraggles.
Well, Fraggles is such a powerful slur that I assumed it was racial.
Exactly, and
Yeah,
we wanted a slur that we could throw around and no one could be mad at.
Yes.
So we don't get canceled
exactly
for using it 80 times in the future. We're just gonna
I want to
unless that becomes like a thing where like a decade from now they create a compilation of every time we said Fraggles.
Yeah, Shayne Smith called Obama a Fraggle. Learn more about the face of hate.
I don't know why you picked Obama for that one. I would have picked
no, Obama's a Fraggle for sure, dude.
I think Donald Trump is more of a Fraggle.
I think Donald Trump is more of a Fraggle, but they're both Fraggles for sure.
Dude, you're gonna get moted by the today's youth.
You're not psyching on my use of the word Fraggle.
I'm not stoked about it.
Dude, who got mad at me the other day for saying something about Obama? I can't remember, but I was like, what? You're defending Obama? What year is this? Get the fuck out of here. Fucking ass.
What were you saying?
He's a war criminal or something, and someone was like, no, he's the beacon of hope for the United States. And I was like, he didn't do shit, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I mean, he did some cool stuff, but like, not really. None of the Democrats do, dude. They're fucking useless.
Welcome to what I've been saying.
Yeah, no. Well, listen, we've both been saying this for a while, but
again, I've been libertarian since Ron Paul. The Ron Paul was that 2008.
He's the only one that's even remotely good or
Yeah.
standable.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, that's the only guy I'll vote for.
You're out. I mean, I respect it, you know? Sometimes you're just like, it's over. I'm fucking whatever. That's kind of where I'm at, where I'm like, yeah, all right.
I just feel better about it because I've been there since high school.
Yeah, good for you, man. Hey, sometimes you pick right. I've been straight edge since I was 14, and
there you go.
As I get more older, I go, damn, I fucking killed that decision.
Yeah, that was a great decision.
That's why sometimes people get weird about like young marriage, and I'm like, nah. Sometimes it's right. Sometimes you're right.
Sometimes you do accidentally. It's very rare, but sometimes you fall ass backwards into the right thing at a young age.
Yeah, dude.
It's
100.
like those people who like they leave high school and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna be a reporter, and you're like, what? And they're like, yep. And they just know and they do it, and they're 23 or like, I'm going to be a programmer. I'm going to do, and they do their job, and they're like, yeah, I'm 24, got out of college, got right into my field, making $150,000, living my dream. And you're like, damn.
Yeah, dude, that shit's crazy.
I'm very envious. Fuck you, but I'm happy for you.
Dude, it's all about just that mindset, you know? You just got to fucking know. Dude, I
still don't know.
I'm
still like, do I want to be a comic? I feel like if I would have more fun smoking weed and being a gas station attendant. So talking to weird people, stealing Slurpees.
Dude,
there's not enough perks. There's not enough snack perks at this job right here.
Well, there's a lot of soda here.
There is, but there's not enough jerky.
Okay, yeah. This is a non-jerky household. You kind of fucked yourself on that one.
We need interns.
On the bright side, all the jerky in the house is your jerky.
It isn't bright. So, damn, I'm getting moted.
It's a really good term.
Yeah, I don't know why it was like Pogs. It was people used it for 6 months, and then it went away.
I think that Pogs got ruined. Not ruined, but it just got used in a certain way by like hot girls. Like poggers, like in like a really I'm talking so ironic that I'm
talking
stay.
90s Pogs.
Oh, you're talking about Pogs. Damn, there's two things.
Yeah, Poggers is still around.
Yeah, my pussy is Poggers. I never hear anyone say that shit real. But yeah, Pogs were sick because it's not a very good game.
They were fun to collect.
They were fun to collect, but like the game has to be good, or people aren't going to keep collecting them. They're just going to collect cards.
Yeah,
cards are easier to display.
Pogs definitely got moted.
Pogs got moted as fuck, dude. Should we start playing Pogs? Should we start a Pog stream?
Should I get like one of those Pog?
Let's get Cowboy Boys Pog.
That's
collection.
What I was saying. They had that Pog maker. Should I start making Pogs? Just bringing them back. We'll sell tubes of them.
We'll have a set of 100 Pogs with a slammer, so you can play a 50-on-50 game.
Do you remember that? So when they found Osama bin Laden, they found like his video games, and he like had a bunch of like porn and movies, and he had like a PlayStation 2 and a GameCube. And I think because of the Freedom of Information Act, you can download Osama bin Laden's Animal Crossing save file.
Yeah.
From his like, I think he was emulating because he's a bad guy.
You know
he was pirating video games.
He played enough ranked games in Counter-Strike.
He's playing Counter-Strike.
He played enough. He was ranked in Counter-Strike. That's not a joke.
Wow.
Or someone on his computer played enough that it was ranked. Maybe one of the kids.
Here's something a lot of people don't know.
What?
I think it's either the CIA or the NSA has Osama bin Laden's Pog collection on display.
Oh,
and it's very funny. I think he even has some like Simpsons Pogs in there.
That's so fucking
It's
cool.
very funny that they're like, yep, here's Osama bin Laden's Pogs.
Dude, I'm going to jump on eBay real quick. Let's see what the Pog situation is.
Oh, you can buy Pogs for like 99 cents. They're very affordable. They're not going
Pogs in games. Lot of 100 Pogs for $16.
Get the 6-foot tube. Let's start playing.
5 Pog Steel Slammer. Dude, I am not joking. Just looking at these gave me this weird rush of nostalgia where I got excited. Dude, the unbridled excitement I used to feel because both of us were like right in the right age where we were like under 10 when Pogs were popular, but we were old enough to get it. But young enough that we were like we could still be out of our minds for it.
Going seeing all the displays. It's before cell phones. You know those like the kiosks at malls where the T-Mobile kiosks. Those used to just be filled with Pogs.
Dude, there was a Pog store
and Pog salesmen.
There was a Pog. Oh,
Man.
These are sick.
Getting old is so moted.
Dude, this slammer, it has like a shark and it says Shark Attack on it. That's fucking dope, dude. All right. Well, I'm buying us Pogs.
I think
100% we're getting Pogs.
I think we should make Pogs for the Metaverse.
Dude.
And sell them as NFTs.
I'm so into Pogs right now.
Would you buy the Pog NFTs?
No.
What?
I would buy a Pog.
Yeah.
That is the NFT. We should make Pogs, dude. I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah, you get the old. It's like there's like just a hand crank.
Yeah, and then you just have like the cardboard or whatever, and then it pushes the
glues
slick
together.
paper on top of it. Yeah, we should do it, dude. I'm gonna fucking damn, that's so sick. But how do you make a slammer? You have to buy blank slammers and then just press them with like permanent ink or whatever.
I think that would be almost easier to make. There's all kinds of slammers.
True.
Just machining them. Machining
You could 3D print a slammer, probably pretty easy.
Yeah, they had plastic ones, but those weren't as good. I want a titanium. I want a.
Oh, you want metal slammers?
I want a tungsten slammer.
Yeah, well, the metal slammers weren't allowed in competitive play. I remember.
Well, we're starting our own league.
Oh, well, but then there's like no skill because the game ends so fast. The metal slammers just like it destroys everything.
Yeah, that's more fun.
So okay,
Pay to win.
I see what you're doing here. Damn, dude. Just looking at those Pogs made me like, just as a kid, I just remember being so into it. Why was I so into it? Just because other kids were and like the excitement was infectious?
This is going to be the second tier of why the metaverse will take off. Okay. Because the first is Snapchat filters being applied in 3D.
Sure.
And then the second one is going to be us as boomers being like, what? There's a whole 90s metaverse where we can go back and play Pogs and Super Nintendo, and there's no cell phones. We all have to wander around, and there's 9/11 didn't happen yet. That's going to get a lot of people. Nostalgia.
True.
So tits, augmented tits is going to be the first tier, and then nostalgia is going to get everyone else into.
I'm nostalgic for non-augmented tits. What about that?
They're probably gonna have that. They're gonna fake non-augmented tits in the metaverse.
Dude, all tits matter.
I mean, whatever your flavor is,
yeah,
they're going to get you.
It's true,
and you have to be extra resilient.
Nah, dude, I'm gonna give in. Fucking plug me in, dude.
You want it all?
Yeah, dude. You're just making me want to do it more. To just get lost in the metaverse.
I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, because I hate when people like try and clown on technology. Is fun to make fun of, but I see so many people making fun of it in the wrong way, and they're not seeing. They don't have the nightmare goggles on that I do, or I'm like, oh shit, this is going to take off in a really big way. And you're making fun of it now, but you're not actually worried what the implications are going to be.
I honestly don't think the metaverse, like hanging out in it, I don't think that. I truly kind of don't think that's going to be a thing. I'm curious. I'm curious to see how it turns out, but I just don't think so. I think that people are going to play video games and keep doing what they're doing and use social media. I don't think people are going to be...
Remember when we used to hang out in the same living room playing video games? Now everyone plays online. Remember when you had to invite your friend over to come play video games?
Yeah, couch co-op. People still do that all the time.
Yeah, but that was like it's like a thing. I'm saying 90% of people play online alone.
Yes.
So.
Well, not alone. I think most people play together.
They play together, but they're alone in their room.
Yeah. I just think the metaverse is like, I think if people are going to just hang out, they will. And I think normal people are the people who would hang out. So the goggles would have to be so easily usable and able to be set up.
Yeah, remember
it would
cell
have
phones?
to be cheaper and easier than a phone. No, but a phone is something that does other stuff. The metaverse will only do metaverse things. That's the point.
No, it's going to do everything. You're going to be able to.
This sounds like when they were like, we're going to have a Wii in every home in America.
Yeah, this is like,
and they didn't even get close to that.
There was a Wii in almost every single home.
No,
Wii was
you
like
don't
the
know
best-selling console of all time.
Yeah, but
it
still
2...
was. It still didn't mainstream gaming with normal people the way it was. People thought it would.
Let's see how many Wiis were sold.
They were like grandmas are gonna have the Wii. Like your grandparents are gonna be into this. This is gonna be an everyone thing, and it was just for people who like games. It didn't do the big thing where it converted all the non-gamers. And that's like what the metaverse would have to do. It's going to have to convert non-internet people to be successful.
PlayStation 2. Damn.
That's interesting.
Everyone did have a PlayStation 2.
It's true. That
Except
was
for me.
I remember back in the day, dude.
That was a Nintendo 64.
I had one after it was popular. But yeah, man, I just think the metaverse is going to be like, my uncle isn't going to be in the metaverse.
He will.
You're going to have to get him in there somehow, either by making it so cheap and easy.
They will.
Dude, he doesn't know how Twitter works.
Yeah, and he's going to figure it out. He's going to figure out Twitter in the metaverse when they finds out that there's 3D tits on the metaverse. How many? Oh, man.
Dude, so many people we know, like, still jack off to like the wrong websites and stuff because they don't know how to get porn to work.
What is the wrong website?
It's just like they literally don't know how to like find the porn they want because they don't understand how the internet, like, I think you are vastly underestimating how computer illiterate so many people are.
I'm saying people are computer illiterate, so it takes someone like Facebook to get the internet to people. There's so many people that don't know how the internet works.
Yeah.
That there's like a lot of people who listen to our podcast only on YouTube, and they're like, wow, these guys are great. It's because these websites exist to make the internet easier for people who don't want to learn computers. And so all these companies are like, how do we make it even easier? As simple as putting on glasses. And like,
I mean, that would, I don't think, I mean, it's in the realm of possibility.
No,
I'm really curious to see how it's going to happen.
As soon as someone makes it as easy and not annoying, and it's going to happen, and Nightmare World will...
They're going to ruin the internet for you, for sure.
Oh, the internet's been ruined.
Oh, they're going to ruin it even more for you,
yeah,
though.
It's going to
be way worse for you, personal. Like, people like you, and to a lesser extent, me, for sure, where we like... Because what we want from the internet is... Well, not the baby gloves.
It's not even fair because I was raised on an internet where people, I remember my first forum interaction, people were just mean to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, which is actually very, let's do a little therapy right now.
Yeah.
My very first internet interactions online were people being like just cruel and vicious and mean to me in a funny way. They were trying to be funny. And that's where like I found my home online. And then when I started stand up, the exact same thing happened where people were just bullying and mean, and I fought through it and gained acceptance in both of those things.
Yeah. I mean, we both had different approaches, I suppose.
I just powered through, and
because I did also had a lot of experiences where people were mean to me. But when people are mean to me, my reaction is "fuck you, you're pathetic, I don't like you," and your reaction is, "Hey, this is funny, I'll make you like me."
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of the people who were mean in Salt Lake when we started comedy are now kind of like your friends, and you're like, and they like defer to you a little bit, and you're kind of like the guy. And I'm like, no, fuck you. And they don't even talk to me or know me or.
Because Shayne is actually mean.
Yeah, no, I'm actually mean.
not funny mean like me.
Yeah, I'm mean. I'm evil. When I think it's time to be mean, I'm out of my mind. Mac literally had to talk me out of attacking another comic in Salt Lake when I first started, because I said something Kanye West said, and then he said it was a joke he made up and called me a name. And I was I was like, hey, when he goes in to use the urinal, I'm going to go behind him and I'm going to choke him out. I'm going to stomp on his head. And Mac was like, hey, maybe don't do that because you'll get banned from the club. And I was like, good point. And then he talked me down off the ledge, which is, I'm not used to having friends that do that. So I was like, I'm going to keep this guy around. He seems good for me.
I push and pull you where you need to go.
Yeah, you help for sure. But I was going to fucking, and it's so funny too because I don't even dislike that guy really anymore. I think he's fine.
Yeah,
he just was a dummy.
It is
but
funny.
I really was going to I was going to ruin him.
It is very interesting. As soon as you pass someone, you're no longer like, he's all right.
Yeah.
I don't hate him. He's not hurting me anymore.
Dude, so close. I had this whole plan. I was gonna fucking choke him out while his dick was out, which is fucked up.
This is not the Patreon, by the way.
This
is a normal episode.
Well, listen, that was old Shayne. Now I was bad, but now I'm good.
Yeah.
So stuff happens. I'm open to people knowing that I was angry and had a bad plan, and I allowed my good friend to talk me out of it. I think that's growth.
That's funny that you used to be evil, but now you're good, and you claim that I used to be good, but now I'm evil.
Yes,
that's not true. I've never been good nor evil. I only serve the one God, and that is of chaos and comedy. Whatever's funniest, and it just happens to be a lot of evil things are very funny.
I love that Mac is like, I'm not evil. I just have the same belief system as the Joker.
Yes.
It's like, what? Yeah, that's evil, bro.
No, he's had a whole movie about him. I never saw the new Joker. Was he?
You didn't?
Was he the good guy in it? He shot Jimmy Fallon, right?
yeah, he did.
So he was the good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Mike comes to the room and says, I like that Max said there's never been a movie about an evil person, which is, I think, in Max's head kind of real.
Yeah.
Do you think the alien from Alien isn't evil? Actually?
No,
that's
it's neutral.
Yeah, you're right. So you're like the alien from Alien.
People are scared and they fear me, and I sneak up behind them in events.
Mac is like the alien from Alien. If he sees Bill Paxton, he's gonna kill him.
I'm going to.
He's dead though. Bill Paxton died. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of old people dying, and I'm like, I thought they died 2 or 3 times over recently, and I can't keep track of all the deaths lately.
Yeah, I've had a few times where I accidentally discovered that someone was dead, and I was like, what? What's going on with that?
And that's where, do you think, is that a Mandela effect going on? Are people dying over and over?
I think it's just me being dumb, dude.
I'm just mixing up people.
Who died that someone, and I was like, no, and then they were like, yeah, that guy's dead. I can't even remember, dude.
Too many.
I thought Prince was alive. I've thought Prince was dead, alive, and dead again several times.
A lot of people do think Prince has faked his death and is working with some deep state agents to... I'm not kidding. I found this lady, the schizophrenic lady on TikTok.
Oh, you found a TikTok about
who
this.
Exposed
Excellent.
me. And Prince is trying to expose the pedophile elites by faking his own death. I did not dive deep enough to figure out how that works, why he needs to fake his own death, but that is a belief that a lot of people have.
People that think Hitler's still alive, that's crazy.
Wouldn't he be like 150?
Yeah, dude. People think he is.
I mean,
there are people who literally make videos and talk to him and think he watches them.
Damn.
Dude, you know what I really love? The idea of someone being like, yeah, I'm dating Michael Jackson's ghost. I'm dating Michael Jackson's ghost.
That is the lady on
TikTok.
We're very,
yeah. And then someone else being like, shut the fuck up. You don't date Michael Jackson's ghost.
I do.
This is crazy because he's still alive. You faked his death, like to do that and be like, oh, good, a sane person. Oh, never mind, my bad. They're fully crazy.
Yeah, sometimes you have to fight conspiracies with even crazier conspiracies.
That's my favorite shit to do if I don't want to have a conversation with someone. Is I just simply say an even wilder thing.
Yeah, you're like, people are like, 9/11 didn't happen. You're like, oh yeah, it didn't, because gravity's not real.
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah.
And they're like, what? Yeah, it's like, yeah, the gravity, because it's not real. The planes, they fell wrong. And you have to out schizophrenic them.
Flying isn't possible.
Yeah. You convinced me.
Have you ever had a real conversation with a flat earther?
No, oddly enough.
I have.
What do you think's going on?
I was in Wyoming.
I do kind of get where they're coming from. It's a very trust only your gut. It's It's a person who, and I don't fault them for that. Because there's lots of things where I'm just like, I have to defer to people. Like when people are like, "This is how cell phones work," I'm like, "Yeah, I guess that's how cell phones work. They beam a signal I can't see. They run on electricity, which I can't see, and beam a signal, which I can't see, up to a satellite, which I can't see, down to other people on the internet, which are not robots. Those are real people, allegedly, that I can't see." And I'm like, I just trust it.
Yeah. You literally have to just be like, this seems right.
Yeah, it makes sense. But so the people who are like, nah, I think for myself, and that I can't see the curvature of the earth, I'm like, I almost got to respect it.
Yeah.
Someone who's like, no, the world revolves around me, and I only trust me.
They're trying.
They are trying.
So
rather than someone who just believes everything that they're told.
Yeah, I mean.
How did your conversation go?
So here's what happened. I was in Wyoming. I got done with the show.
95% of them are guys, I feel like.
So I got done with the show in Wyoming. I was with my friend. I don't want to say his name because he was doing drugs and he has a kid, so I don't know if he cares if I say. I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
It was me. I had my kid, and I didn't want to hang out with him.
Anyway, so we got done with the show, and it was I was opening for him, and this is an easy mystery to find out, but it doesn't matter. So he finished, and we were hanging out, and we were like gonna go out with some people, and then we went out to get food, and then they were like, meet us here, and you can smoke weed with us, and he was like, okay, and I don't smoke, so I was like, well, I'll just hang out in your car, you can go into the truck and smoke with them, and he goes, cool. So he goes to the truck, and I'm kind of like bored and alone.
Wait, are you hanging out with his kid?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. His kid is not here.
It's like, hey, will you watch my kid while I go smoke drugs?
I've done this before. I have watched kids while people go get high. But so he leaves, and then I'm kind of bummed out because he's like hanging out with the girl. But then a girl comes out of the truck and comes to the car and knocks on the window. I was like, oh, hey. And she goes, hey, I don't smoke. Can I hang out with you? And she's kind of cute. And I was like, oh, yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So she sits with me, and then she's sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, did you like the show or whatever? And she's like, yeah. And then she goes, out of nowhere.
Oh, my God.
She just goes.
Wait, because I was like, how do you get to this part of a conversation?
Dude, literally just us. I'm in the passenger side, and she's in the driver's seat because she wanted to sit up front with me, and we're just sitting while they're smoking weed in the parking lot of like fucking Pizza Hut or whatever. And I'm like, you like the show? And she goes, yeah, you're so funny. This is so cool. I'm so glad you guys came to Wyoming, blah, 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 just being really cool. And then she goes, and then there's kind of a lull in the conversation, and I'm about to ask her, like, what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
Or how old are you? Like, just some random question you ask someone you're just meeting. And then she goes, what do you think about the Earth?
Okay,
and I was like, and I literally was like, in general? Like, what do you mean? And she goes, I think the Earth is flat.
Okay.
She just literally opened up with like, the Earth is flat, and then she goes,
I do respect her that she's asking questions.
Well, and then she was like, so I saw these videos and the Earth is flat and this is why. And then she just started like no breaks just telling me why the Earth was flat.
Oh.
And then I was like, and it was so intense and so weird that I was like afraid to fuck it. I didn't want to. I was not going to be like, you're wrong. And you're very rarely prepared with science to refute, because they'll say some shit and they're like the Aurora Borealis, and you're like, I don't know how.
Again, it's one of those things when it's explained to me, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't have the technical knowledge or the I don't have it memorized to explain it to someone. A really smart person is someone who can explain complex topics to someone stupid.
Yeah.
And so, but I don't study orbital mechanics or like light and gravity and all these things to be like, hey, this is how it works.
Well, then she.
To someone dumber.
Then I'm like, well, why would they keep it a secret? That's like my one question.
That is the one question
Well,
I always have. And the best one I can ever get to is the Jews, but I'm like,
I was literally gonna say she said the Jews, and I was like
what do the Jews have against a round Earth? The Jews can control a circular, globular Earth.
Yeah,
I don't know why it has to be flat.
the fucking, it was crazy. So she was like, Jews did it, and then she was very specific to be like, I'm not anti-Semitic. I just think Jews are. I just think the Jews who are in charge don't want us to know about the flat Earth. Yes. And I was like,
okay, but why?
Yeah, and she had reasons, and then so she leaves and he comes back and we're gonna go back to the hotel to like call it a night, and he goes, yo, dude, you're never gonna fucking believe this. And I go, did they tell you about flat Earth? And he goes, how the fuck did you know? And I was like, dude, this bitch in here is telling me Jews did flat Earth. And he was like, yeah, man, they didn't tell me the Jewish stuff. I was like, brutal.
Maybe she felt more comfortable.
I did ask more questions than him. Probably he was probably just getting high, like, well, yeah, the Earth is flat, just like whatever you got to do to not have to fucking
just to get smoke a few around the circle and get out.
Yeah, bro, you just gotta get out at that point. I think if you're high and someone's talking about flat Earth, it's probably much easier to be like, yeah, all right.
It is. You are when you're high, you do get a lot more leeway from people. You're like, oh, sorry, fuck, I'm all fucked up. It's like being drunk. You get to kind of like, oh, what, huh? Like, you get to be a worse, less attentive human. So interesting. If you could explain flat Earth, why? I would love to even have you on the podcast. If you could write
genuinely,
if you can, you don't even have to believe it, but if you can explain it, other than the Jews, like explain why the Jews, what are they up to? Why does it have to be flat?
We need a flat Earth expert.
I would love to know. It doesn't. And please write into cowboyboyspodcast@gmail.com why you think the Earth is flat. We genuinely would like to know why. Also, if whatever you want to email us.
If the Earth is flat, you can drill through it and fall out of the bottom, right?
No. What if the Earth is infinitely flat and it's just deep? What if it goes like the universe goes forever? What if it goes? What if it's just rocks
the universe
forever?
is infinite pylons and the Earth sits on a pylon?
What's a pylon?
A pylon is just like a long cylindrical thing.
All right.
I don't know. I'm trying to fucking spitball here. Wow, you're really killing my. You had a good thing, and I was trying to fucking flat Earth it with you.
No, you could.
I'd be a terrible flat Earther, dude. Damn.
Yeah, I just unconvinced you by giving you like a weird glance. You're not
such a bummer that people who are into flat Earth go to explain it to them. And they go, you know what? No, it's not real.
It's not for you. No, it's just it don't make no sense. Anyways, that was the podcast. I don't think the metaverse will be flat. Sorry.
Oh shit, dude.
Sorry, you got moted by my negativity, Shayne.
It's okay.
I was being a real fraggle about it.
Earth is round. You're right. I'm fucking dude. They should have a metaverse for people who believe like they should have a flat Earth.
Oh,
metaverse.
They will. It'll all be there,
dude. Maybe I'll be into the metaverse. Honestly,
I think everyone is, even naysayers like me.
Yeah,
they'll get all of us. Whatever.
Dude, Cowboy Boy Town in the metaverse first.
Should we start making it?
Yeah, we probably should. We should get on it, dude.
I'll go get the ET. I don't even know what I need.
We'll figure it out.
I made it. I figured out how to make NFTs. I just didn't sell them. I just wanted to know how to make them.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, how do you make a metaverse? God damn it,
dude!
If you would like to buy a Cowboys NFT, please send me the equivalent of $5 of Ethereum, and I think that's. I'll make some. I'll make some Cowboy Boys NFTs, and you can own them.
What if we all buy into them? But the point is that they're the least worth. Like we try to purposefully make them bad.
That's what I was just making them like a couple bucks.
Yeah.
The problem is Ethereum transactions of this date in early February 2022. The gas, so the cost to do a transaction is like anywhere from $50 to $200 normal American dollars. It's very funny. Anyways, that was the episode. Rate, review, and subscribe to our YouTube. Like our videos, dislike them, because dislikes don't hurt us anymore. Stupid YouTube rules. So just go on your parents' phone and subscribe. Tell your coworkers about us.
Borrow a lot of credit cards and fucking sign up for the patreon.com/cowboyboys.
What do you mean borrow? Just subscribe on your credit card.
Well, that one, but also other ones.
You're allowed to subscribe more than once. You're also allowed to pay.
Oh yeah, true. You can pay more.
You can pay, and
I just want people to get value for their money. You know,
it's so valuable. For the $5, you get 4, sometimes 5 episodes.
Sometimes 5.
Every month. That's $1 for an hour of entertainment.
It's true. That's pretty good.
I don't know. That's very good. I don't know where else you're getting that. Where the fuck are you getting $1 for an hour of entertainment? Maybe video games.
Maybe
a good video game. A lot of video games are trash.
Yeah.
Some video games, $60. That you'll get thousands of hours.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's fair. Cowboyboys.com cowboyboys.rodeo.
Yeah, we don't own .com.
We don't own .com, but rodeo is better anyway. So that was all Mac, by the way. Huge big brain move on his part. We fucking love you guys. The people who support the Patreon keep us fed and happy, and you're amazing, and you've changed our lives.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
We're going to start posting our NFTs there.
Yeah, we're going to post our NFTs there. Our worthless NFTs.
Look out for them. All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.